Good morning, everybody. My dog started barking already, brilliant. Today is Tuesday and it's new car day. I'm so excited. We're going to get my new car. Fingers crossed we're going to get my new car. They sent a link through yesterday for me to sign all the paperwork to do with like the finance and stuff. And Jay and I don't make financial decisions without each other. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Like I started reading through it and then I was like, no, I need to focus on Archie. I'll deal with this later. We then went to log into it last night and the link doesn't work. So I emailed them this morning and I was told that I was going to get another link and I don't think I've had one yet. So I'm just going to double check in a second and then I'm going to phone and then I'm going to ask for like white bits on my top. I'm going to ask for another link to be sent. Bye bye car. Mummy mobile. Lovely. New car. Archie's mesmerised by it. So I'm home. I feel like I'm close to tears though. Just feel very overwhelmed. So driving home was terrifying. So like I drove home by myself with Archie in the car and I'm already nervous when I have Archie in the car as it is because I'm scared that like something bad's gonna happen and I just want to make sure that he's okay and he's completely fine. But also like little things like he didn't have this on the window so I could see the sun shining on him and I was actually just like, oh my goodness, like that's not okay. And like my dash cam wasn't plugged in. I just got to the point where I'm really overwhelmed today. Like really overwhelmed. Like everything just felt like it was going wrong. I feel incredibly stressed, but I also at the same time feel like incredibly alone because like Jay's got his own stuff to deal with the gym and I just feel very like stressed and like I feel like I'm like having a panic attack. And I don't, genuinely for the life of me, don't know why I'm recording because people are going to think I'm like really stupid. But the smallest thing, like when you've got anxiety, the smallest thing can set you off. And like when I have days like today where literally everything just feels like it's going wrong completely, I'm like so overwhelmed to the point where I just don't want to do anything during that day. And I've like not had a choice in that matter and it's made me worse and I just want to cry. Like really want to cry. I feel like something that was meant to be so positive, like getting a new car and like having like a family time and having a family car together with Jay and stuff, it's just been like the limelight of it has just been taken away. So like we were meant to have like a picture as a family in front of the car and Jay couldn't be in that photo because he didn't want to be in it with work stuff on, like he's covered in paint and shit from the gym. And I was just like, right, okay. And then like in the back of my head, this whole process of like handing my car over and getting a new one, I thought it was going to be like smooth and like chilled. It felt so rushed because like mindful of everything else that's going on. And like the timings of it, like making sure we're back in time for Archie because like I've walked in and it's now like 8 minutes to 6. So I need to go and get Archie's bath ready and I need to put him to bed. And I was also mindful of the fact that I'd been at the gym for longer because I had to do the paperwork. So I felt really guilty that Ozzy had been in his crate and then I got home and I was just like, how do I park? Like something so stupid, like how do I park? Because I don't know how to parallel park this car. Hold on. And I feel like a bad mum today because we've been doing every other thing and like we haven't had like ample tummy time and he's not been able to play with his toys and I've not read a story with him and I just feel so bad. I feel really guilty. And then I'm sat here like in a fortunate position where I've just got a brand new car and I just feel like the limelight's been taken away from it and it's not this positive thing that it was meant to be. Because so much other stuff's going on around it and it just doesn't feel great and like I just feel overwhelmed. Probably my own fault for having this picture of this how I wanted it to go and like how like amazing I wanted it to be and like this whole picture of like the process of what it was going to end up being like, and it's been far from it. And it just feels a bit crappy, if I'm all honest. Like, sliding, and like the things like weren't able to be set up properly because their system was down. Like, I've got to drive my car tomorrow and I'm not confident in it. I've got to drive all the way up to the gym. I've got to like drive along roads which are a bit notorious for being quite bad, and then I've got to go through a multi-story car park which is really tight, and like it's really hard. Like, my hands, I'm physically shaking. Like, I'm just so overwhelmed. And like, I've got to do the multi-story car park, and I can't do the multi-story car park because it's so narrow. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, if you know the Wellingborough multi-story car park, it's ridiculous. And you know, when you're just like, I should be happy, I got a new car, like, great, yay. No, like, it just feels shit. Which is really, I sound really ungrateful, and I really dislike myself for saying it. And I just feel really overwhelmed. And it's just really crap. Like, really crap. Go on, go for a wee. So yeah. And now I'm doing bath, bottle and bed because, bless Jay, he's had to go back to the gym because he's basically pulling as many hours as he can in the gym to spray all the tiles so that they're done for that room. And he's like feeling overwhelmed and stressed because like that room needs so much stuff doing to it, and like contractors and stuff are just like obviously not doing 100% what it should be. And I'm really tempted. It's 4 minutes to 6. I'm going to go do Archie's bath. I'm going to come back. I'm going to give him his bottle, put him to bed. I'm going to come back down, literally tidy up the kitchen, and I'm literally just going to go upstairs, shower and go to bed. I've not eaten anything today. I've had one iced coffee out of a can. I don't want to eat. I just feel like crap. I feel like that was a massive rant, and I feel like if people think I'm being really ungrateful, like, it's fine, it is what it is. I just feel like I've juggled a lot this week, and I feel like I'm juggling a lot in my head. Like, there's stuff going on that I don't want to go into, but like it's personal and it's messing with my head a bit, and I just feel really overwhelmed and really struggling. And it just feels ridiculous. It really does. Right. Oh, I'm gonna go do the bath. I'm gonna check in a minute. Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday. Feel a little bit more put together today. I've had some sleep. This one slept from 7 until 4, and then he slept from 4 until about 7:30ish, and then he just laid in his crib listening to Hey Dougie, and then he's just like, he's been okay since. So he's my main concern. He is better. I feel a little bit more put together. I think because I've had enough sleep to function again, I feel a little bit better about everything. Still a bit nervous about driving the car. Still a bit like, oh my God, I've got to do it by myself. Like, I've got to drive up to the gym today. And it's making me nervous because I've got to do it by myself. But it should be fine. It should be fine. I've just got to, it's the learning curve of getting used to it and being confident and happy with it. Like, the drive from the garage home yesterday was such a short journey, and I was on the motorway as well, and it was just like, it was a lot to process, and then trying to park it and stuff. Like, reversing it, completely fine. Like, I'm really good at reversing. Parallel parking, like, once you get used to the car, you can parallel park straight away, and it's like completely fine. I've just got to learn the proportions on this new car, and it's obviously a lot bigger, and I've just got to get used to like the length of it more so than the width. The width is is only ever so slightly bigger than my A1, or maybe, yeah, like it's roughly a little bit bigger than my A1, but lengthwise it's quite longer, and it's obviously it's just a bit more chunkier in all aspects. So we've just got to get used to it. I've just got some final bits and bobs. Well, I have my big box of stuff that I need to put in the car, but I'm not going to do that this morning. Not when I've got to head up to the gym. I'm just going to take like my phone wire, Archie's blind, and my dash cam, and I'm going to go put all that in. And then I'll put like Ozzy's car seat my umbrella, my brush, everything else like that, I will put in after. Ozzy's currently running around in the garden like an absolute loon. We've just had a phone call from the doctor about Archie's referral to the consultants about his legs. So when he was a baby, I believe I posted it in the monthly update video that I did, and basically his left ankle rotated in. It still does a little bit, but it's got better, and the consultants basically just said what Jay and I thought was going to happen. We just need to wait until he's starting to put weight on it and walking, because it can correct itself by itself, which is good to know. Jay and I are noticing that it's kind of getting better by itself anyway, because Archie's stretching and using his legs a bit more anyway. So it was just reassuring to hear it from a consultant that they're not overly worried about it. They don't want to put a splint or anything on him at this age, which is good. So yeah, that was a positive start to the morning. We're going to head up to the gym in a bit. So Jay's got in the shop area of the gym, we've got a POS system going in, but also we're removing one of the vending machines and we're keeping one of them. So I need to move the water out of the vending machine that we're getting rid of into the big vending machine, reconfigure all of the stock that we've got in there, because we've got a lot of stock, and yeah, it's just... Yeah. That's going to be fun. I'm going to be stood on the gym floor trying to remember how to change all the prices and stuff using the coding. But Jamie's mum is going to pop up to the gym and sit with Archie, because Abs will obviously be doing work for us as well. And it just means that I'm still there with him, but I don't have to have all my attention on him. I can get some stuff done for the gym because it is just Jay at the minute. Trev's gone to Elevate. They went to Elevate last year, and then Julie and I popped down to see them, and it feels weird. Like, this time last year we didn't have Archie. We were talking about like having a baby and stuff. Fast forward a year later and he's here, which is just ridiculous. It's crazy. It seems like a really nice day outside today as well, so that's helping with my mood. It's not raining or anything. And the house feels like it's got a little bit more order to it. It's a bit more tidy. It's a bit more put together, which is good. So I'm going to finish giving Archie his bottle. I'm then going to pack his bag for the day. I'm going to make sure that I've got some toys and stuff, and I'm going to take that up to the gym so that he can preoccupy himself that way. I need to also make lunch for Jay, and then I'm going to make some lunch for myself. I did end up eating yesterday, which was good because I hadn't eaten all day. Yeah, I ended up eating. So Archie was an absolute nightmare to put to sleep last night. I was at one point sat on the floor in the bedroom against the wall next to his crib, just sobbing because I couldn't get him to go to sleep. He didn't want to fall asleep at all. And I was just sobbing on the floor because I couldn't get him to go to sleep. Like, he just was fighting everything. He didn't want his white noise. He didn't want his bottle. Didn't want to be in his swaddle. Didn't want to be in his sleep suit. Didn't want to be in his crib alone. Didn't want to be, like, wanted to be held, but he didn't want to be held at the same time. So, like, it was really hard. In the end, I played the happy song. Honestly, the happy song is, like, can't begin to put into words how much the happy song saves me. And I played that and he fell asleep. So, like, going through the process of everything, of being like double nappy change, checked whether he was too hot, too cold, made sure that he wasn't wet, like made sure that he didn't have any like hair tourniquets and stuff like that. It was just like, what's wrong? Checked if he had wind, there was nothing. Checked if he needed like winding down below, nothing. Just... He's going to fall asleep in a second, which is going to be great because he's going to fall asleep and want a nap right as we're leaving. I've rambled enough. So, I don't know why I just said it like that. Need to take my shoes off. Ozzy. We just got back from the gym. Had a really, really productive day. So, I spoke to the fire alarm people. They're going to email me with a quote to come and do some investigation. Yeah, I'm taking my shoe off. Archie is due a bottle, so I'm just going to make it for him in a second. Calm down. Safe to say I am definitely not going anywhere tomorrow, I don't think. I don't really want to head up to the gym because there's not really anything else I can do in the meantime. All the stuff I can do is like next week. So I'm going to stay home. I'm probably going to get my laptop out a little bit later because Jay is going to do a late at the gym with our painter and decorator we've got in. are 2 individual builders we've got in as well. They're staying late just to get some bits finished up, because we've got until Friday to get everything done. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. To be fair, I'm allowed to say it because this video is going to go up after we've launched, so it's fine. And I haven't been vlogging it because I haven't been at work, and Jay hasn't been vlogging it because he's just been in the moment with it. So we haven't vlogged it for the gym social media. So if you know of us from the gym, welcome. Yeah, we've got to get everything done by Friday, because on Monday we've got the flooring being done, like extended, and in the room that we're extending into as well. So we're extending the current gym floor that we've got, we're extending the flooring, and then in the room that we've just, like, we're opening into, well, one of the rooms, we need to have the flooring done in there as well. And then the equipment's turning up, and mirrors are being done, and like the archways are being done, and lighting's being fitted and installed, and there's a lot. I was very happy to see the electricians go like, oh, we need to go and get some more bits, so like we can't really do anything else today. It's like, okay, one less person to deal with in the building, which was good. I think my doggy's run upstairs. Not helpful. So yeah, and Jay, bless him, he seems a little bit more calm and put together and a bit more with it today, and I think that's because he's had a bit of a better night's sleep like me, which is good. I've got to also do the adulting thing of the Tesco shop later. The adulting bit of the Tesco shop, once that's done. Don't really think I've got anything else planned for tomorrow, so it'll be a bit more of a chilled time. Right. Oh, you're falling. One hot shot. And before anyone starts mummy shaming or saying anything, we all choose to parent our children how we want to. 4, 5, 6. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but sometimes your opinion isn't needed. If you're thinking something, it's just a lot easier in the mummy world to not say anything. Because you never know what the individual circumstances are. I normally edit all like my mummying stuff out, that's like stuff that I know other people have high opinions on, or things that I think people will have high opinions on. And I'm just like, why am I doing that? Like, it's our choice how we're going to parent and like what we're choosing to do. I can hear him talking away. My fridge smells like the garlic. I'm coming. Yeah. Are you talking to it? Yeah, you talking to Cloud? I'm just going to get your brother, and then I'll come and sit on the sofa. Cross doggy. You cross doggy that mummy went to work. She can't stay on maternity leave forever. Go on. So yeah, I'm gonna take my jumper off. Gonna put the TV on and deal with the dog, but also have some quality time with Arch.